So it's Wednesday, and we had it a little bit warm yesterday. We had a little bit of rain. It's supposed to be 67 today. There's a little birdie's nest. I don't know, I don't know if there's any eggs in there yet. I can't see. I'll see when I look at this. And it's supposed to be 70 tomorrow, and then it's supposed to go down to the 50s, and then it's supposed to go down to the 40s, and then it's supposed to go down to the 30s on Sunday. And Saturday to Sunday, they're talking about some snow, 1 to 3 inches of snow. I have no idea. We shall see. I have a lot of daffodils starting to bloom. Some of these aren't putting out blooms this year. I'm not sure why. These are all jewel weed. I picked some seeds in the wild and threw them in, and now I have a stand of jewel weed, which is good for poison ivy and maybe other itchy things. Getting buds on the chase tree, and I've got rhubarb coming up there and there and there. And I've got baby motherwort over here, and I'm not sure, I might transplant it back in the other bed. And I've got my catnip coming up in various places where it was not planted. And I've got tons of lunaria coming up everywhere. So I will be picking and choosing where I want to keep that. These are last year's plants and will bloom this year because it's a biennial. And I've got comfrey coming up in here. I have there's another one over there. There should be one more over here somewhere. So these are all comfreys over here. And look, it's an Avery plant. This kale that is, I might just let it go to seed and let the seeds go in the garden here. I've got a bunch of violets, but the mint is coming back in here in different places. Where are you, mint? Like there and here. The violets I'll leave. This is a weed that I don't want to leave in here. Oh, I think this is some mint here. The agrimony has spread a little bit. The Melissa is coming up. There's some oregano over there. What else do we have here? I think I've got there should be some more Jerusalem artichokes come up here at some point. But we've got echinacea coming back. This actually looks like that looks like comfrey, doesn't it? But there's a bunch of different echinacea plants in here. Got feverfew all over the place. Here's my little goji that's barely hanging on, but I got a new one. My cramp bark is budding. That stuff that's in absinthe, wormwood, is coming back. A lot of my my lavender, I need to plant new lavender. The lavender just kind of gave up the ghost. I think we had too much rain last year. What else do we have out here? Let's see. It's a beautiful morning right now. I don't know about my fig trees. They may have gotten frozen too hard for having just been transplanted. So I got a lot of stands of red clover here and there. More little daffodils. These guys overwintered. They're doing pretty good. I threw in some seed in here for black-eyed Susans, but I don't know yet how those are going to work. Here's larkspur. I have a bunch of larkspur that came up from seed that I just kind of cast about. I need to take that off of those guys. That was to keep the deer from eating the tulips. And over here, Let's see, I've got more of these. These guys are cute. I don't remember when I planted them, but they're awfully cute. More daffodils. I'm not sure what those are. They might be like a narcissus. I've got some Queen Anne's lace that's coming back from last year. You know, all the perennials are coming back. Horehound's looking better. The valerian is all leafing out now. This is a marshmallow, and it's got some budding on it. This, I'm not sure it's going to come back. It was a hibiscus, and it might be a little too cold for it. This is my big stand of comfrey that comes back every year. That's doing well. More feverfew, motherwort over there. And let's see here. Let's take a peek and see how these guys are doing. Oh, this one's doing better. This one was getting chewed for a while. This is the Ashitaba, the Japanese angelica. And that, I think, is a native delphinium coming back. What else do we have here? And these are the other angelica here. If you see the other videos, you can probably see that they are actually growing. And, oh yeah, I already showed you that guy over there. So, let's see. What else do we have? What else do we have, Avery? I can pick some of these kale to eat. They're looking pretty good. I threw in some seed for other plants, but they're not really coming up yet. More plants will go in here as I can get over to the nursery, replant the things that need replanting. These are all daylilies here coming up. And at some point I'll have lily of the valley all through there. And I have a lot of daffodils right here, all budding. And then the tulips will come after. And here's my little, I forget the name of this rose, but it's for the hips. It's not Rosa rugosa, though. Then I have another little, I forgot that there was a little rhubarb there. I had some red runner beans here. We'll see if any of them come back. This is a gooseberry. I didn't show you, but the black currants are coming back. Here are my hops. The one in the pot. You can't really see that, though. Okay, Avery, let's go out back. Let's go out back. Come on, out back. These are some blueberries. No idea how they're going to do here. There's some other berries in here. I got to clean this bed out still. Let's go out back and see. Come on, let's go see. Let's go see the backyard. Here's some nettles. I gotta clean out this bed too. I gotta get some gloves to deal with the nettles. Still no asparagus yet. Not sure what I'm gonna do with this bed here. I think hot tub right there, but I can't grow one, so. And I've got a bunch of little shiso coming up in here. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see, can you see, will it focus? Some little shiso sprouts coming up in here. I grew shiso in here. I gotta cut this guy back to see if it revives. What else is out here? I've got my little peach tree. It has pretty blooms anyway. I don't know if they're gonna stick. I have to get at all this ivy. I hate that ivy. And these, I'm not even sure what these are. They look, I don't know. They just came up. I did not plant them. Do they smell? They do. They smell nice. What else? I've got to put that manure on top of my leaf pile. Still a few crocuses left here. That's the hellebore are still blooming. Oh, that's it. I have something over here to show. I might have already shown it, but So the mayapple is putting up a little sprout. I'm going to probably put some more of the leaves over that. But I saw my... Where did they go? There they are. I think this is my black cohosh. There should be another sprout. I saw two the other day. Where's the other one? Darn it. Thought for sure I saw two sprouts. Well, there's one anyway. There's one sprout of the I think that's black cohosh. I had some blue cohosh in here too, but I'm not seeing it just yet. Maybe it was just something else sticking up out of here, not the plant. And then I had some bloodroot, but I do not see it yet either. I don't think my Solomon seal is coming up, but we'll go look. I got a lot of viney stuff that I need to get at back here. This is my elder. We'll see if this elder blooms this year. I am not seeing any Solomon seal just yet. Let's see over here. I have one that it's still in the pot, but I never took it out. And that's the it's got a little sprout on it. But we'll see if any of the other that I planted here comes up. Nothing as yet. Another blueberry, and there was some golden seal here, but as yet I see nothing coming up. So that's it. It's a beautiful morning. I've got to go run around and do some little art stuff. I have to go to a printer and put some film in the mail. Oh, you're waiting right there. This is what I got. I got a grape, and here's the goji, and here's a little fig, and those I'm gonna have to bring inside so that, well, today and tomorrow they can be left out, because today and tomorrow are going to be warm-ish days. But then, like tomorrow night, we're going to want to bring them in so I don't forget that they need to come in from the really cold air that's going to be coming. And that's it. I didn't intend to do that, but you have a very early spring tour of the garden, and that's just a lovely morning. All right, I hope you all have a good day. Bye. So I'm gonna take you with me. I decided not to just end my video there. I'll make it like one of those daily vloggy kind of things, and see how unboring I can make it for you. It's such a beautiful day. So right now I'm going over to my printer. Arrival at 11 a.m. That's when I want to. I know how to get to this place up until the very end, and that's why I'm using Google Maps, which seems a little silly, but whatever works. It's a beautiful day right now. When I first got up, so I was awake about 4. My alarm was set for 4:45 because I was going to 6 a.m. practice in the park. And when I first got up, it was kind of sprinkling. It had been sprinkling, raining a little bit last night. And then when I was driving to practice, it was pouring. And we practice outside. I think the rule is, unless it's like either a blizzard or, you know, an electrical storm, we'll practice even in the rain. So I knew that 2 of my dojo mates were going to be there. And I went, okay, fine, here we go. and it was like 64 when I got up. And when I got there, fortunately, the rain, and I had looked at the radar, it looked like the rain was gonna pass off. So then we had our practice. The temperature dropped by about 10 degrees when we were out there. So it was in the low 50s. It wasn't bad. And then when I came home, it's gotten progressively clearer and it's beautiful now. Springtimey, you can see a lot of the new growth on the trees. It's just lovely. I like a lot of these old homes along here too. These old four squares and whatnot. Some of them are Victorians. They're pretty cool. They're not in the woodsy, like really woodsy neighborhood like my neighborhood though, so I didn't end up in one of them. But I still like to see them. Richmond's a kind of a pretty city. It has its share of problems, but it's actually quite lovely. Maybe not in the middle of summer when it's like steamy and buggy and things like that. I shouldn't say that. But yeah, it's pretty nice. It's not bad. So you can see downtown on the other side there. There's a bunch of new apartments right along here. And they're building supposedly some like really expensive condos right here at the river's edge. And there's one of our local breweries, Legend. We used to go there after practice like once a month when people had testing, but we're trying out some new places now. But this is kind of like a little trendy area of town called Manchester. There's a lot of artsy places down here, and a couple of gallery studio spaces, and it's kind of cool. What does it remind me of? Maybe a little bit of Emeryville in the Bay Area, just a little bit. It's interesting to see how things are evolving even during the time that I've been here. Been across here many times, but I never realized that this was an island here.
Destination is on the right.
VCU parking. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to park here. I'm gonna have to find out. Well, I finally found my way in there, but wouldn't you know, I forgot. I didn't get the right file on my thumb drive. The main one that I wanted to do. The other print that I'm gonna have done is for my larger 12 by 24 encaustic work. And the print itself is more expensive than I really want to pay, but I want to try it out using one single print instead of the sections. And the cost it's like $24 for a 12 by 24 print. And she said the cost is mainly the cost of the ink. And the ink that she uses is actually archival, whereas mine is good for, supposedly for 36 years or whatever, but this archival stuff is supposedly good for like 100 years or more. So I'm gonna bite the bullet and try it. I'm hoping I will be able to get it to work. I don't know what it's gonna be like with the encaustic, putting the encaustic on it. It's gonna be interesting. She's going to leave a little bit of a border on it, so what I might do, I might just trim some of that border off and do a little experiment on a board by putting some adhesive on it and then putting the encaustic over it and seeing what it does. And if it looks like it's not going to adhere well under the encaustic medium, or it's not going to saturate the way it does with the computer paper, I'll just save that print for another use rather than, throwing away $24. So I found the place, really nice new spot. She used to be in a different spot. Got to go home and email her the other file, but yada yada yada. Well, today turned out to be about half and half gardening. Well, the day's not over yet. It's only like 3:30, but I'm beat. And I'll explain why later. Or maybe I did before. Anyway, I got my print stuff taken care of, and I actually printed a few other small prints here at home for some pieces I want to do, and I gessoed some boards, so I'm trying to proactively spend a few hours a day on art work, and just continue to build some momentum in that regard. And then when I came back, I had some lunch, and then I was looking at my front yard, and I was thinking, oh, I should go out there and just kind of mow up some of the debris. And well, you were out, I showed you that out there this morning. And then I went out back, and I decided to clean up out here instead. So I spent about 2 hours, and I blew all the whole leaves out there, and then I mulched them up, shredded them up, and put them back on the beds here, and watered them down so they won't blow around. And I got out a bunch of the ivy and whatever that stuff is that's growing out there. And so I'm pretty pleased. I also, when I was doing this, I was finding little bits of wood, so I built a fire in my fire pit. But I'm not sure that I'm gonna. I may have a fire tonight. It's a beautiful day. I should get Avery out for a little walk. She hasn't had a walk yet, but I thought I'd finish up my little vlog for today. I don't really have an intention to do daily vlogs. I'm just kind of doing them as they come around. The only video that I actually have like an intention to do on a regular basis would be my my MOZs, my little Friday Moment of Zen videos, and then the other art videos will come up randomly as I'm working on stuff. I may get more regular about it as time goes by, but right now I'm trying to get some other patterns set that don't really include video making. Video making is kind of a side project. So what else was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Oh, so I was out there for a couple of hours getting that all taken care of. I still don't know for sure what I'm going to be growing out there. And I'm going, God, I was only out here for a couple of hours. Why am I so tired? And then I remembered I was up at 4 this morning and gotten to bed probably around 11. So not a lot of sleep, which is something that I'm gonna address tonight, hopefully. I think it takes some time to readjust sleep patterns, and I'm gonna keep working at it because I think it's real important. But I did sit down after I went to weapons practice, and then I did come back and I sat down, and I did do some meditation. So trying to keep that pattern up, and I did some writing today too. I hadn't journaled yesterday, so I had to note some things. So that's it for today. Mostly a garden video. I think I will title this mostly a garden video. And until next time, I'll see you.